Okay, so last week something happened that is causing a lot of controversy in the VR industry. A lot of heated discussions. Facebook announced that they will require Oculus users to have a Facebook account, no longer giving them the option to choose for an Oculus account that's not linked to Facebook. People say Facebook is absorbing Oculus, which isn't new by the way, so in this video let's talk about what has changed and how this can impact your decision on buying Oculus headsets. We will also talk about yesterday's announcement of Facebook Connect. Yes, we also got a date for what was going to be Oculus Connect 7, except it's called Facebook Connect now. Even though the name change was a pretty big surprise, we do want to share more details on this event, like what to expect and how to attend, as this may be the date we will hear more about the rumors of a new headset. I covered the rumors in a previous video in detail, so if you want to know more about that, then check out that video too. And if you'd like to see more videos like this one, give it a like, and if you don't, thumbs down so I won't make more of it. Now, let's dive into it. So this is what happened last week. Oculus announced that starting in October 2020, everyone using an Oculus device for the first time will need to log in with a Facebook account. If you're an existing user and already have an Oculus account, you'll have the option to log in with Facebook and merge your Oculus and Facebook accounts. If you're an existing user and choose not to merge your accounts, you can continue using your Oculus account for 2 years. These are changes Facebook made to give people a single way to log into Oculus, making it easier to connect and find and play with friends in VR, but also to help moderate the community better. This change comes ahead of Facebook Horizon, which will be a massively multiplayer online game that a lot of people are waiting for. This also adds the ability for multiple users to log into the same device using their own Facebook accounts. This means that you can easily share your Oculus device with friends or family while keeping your own saves and progress separate, which wasn't possible before. Then at the start of 2023, support for Oculus accounts will end completely, and if you don't merge your accounts by then, you might lose functionality. However, this change has the VR industry upset. From what I read, this is mostly because Facebook hasn't exactly been in good light these past years for their data privacy. Let's talk about what data Facebook is going to store from us first. In the Oculus announcement post, you can also read about what they will do with your data. It says, "We will use information related to your use of Oculus and Facebook for purposes such as providing and improving your experience across Facebook products, promoting safety and integrity on our services, showing you personalized content, including ads across Facebook products." This could include recommendations for Oculus events you might like, ads about Facebook apps and technologies, or ads from developers for their apps. Later in this FAQ, they also say that you cannot opt out of this. Okay, so first I wanted to put this into perspective, as this data collection is not new and was already the case before this announcement. Plus, Facebook's absorption of the Oculus brand isn't new either. Let's go back in time a little so I can give you some more context. You might know this already if you've been in the industry for a while. If you do, you can check out the timestamps below in the description and scroll further in the video. But if you do want to know more, then listen on. Oculus VR LLC was founded in 2012 by 4 incredible guys: Paul Mullucky, Brendan Arab, Michael Antonov, and Nate Mitchell. A Kickstarter campaign came to life for it and was very successful. In 2014, Facebook acquired Oculus VR. In 2016, Oculus released the first consumer headset, the Rift CV1. This was also the year Facebook announced branding Oculus from Facebook. In 2017, Oculus Go was released and Paul Mullucky left Facebook without a reason. 2 years later, he did say that it wasn't his choice to leave, that he can't talk about it much, but it probably had something to do with his personal political views. 2018, Oculus VR LLC is no more but becomes a division of Facebook Technologies. Oculus Research, the company's R&D lab, is rebranded to Facebook Reality Labs. This is also the year that former Oculus CEO Brendan Arribe leaves Facebook, and in the following years the two remaining Oculus founders have left Facebook. But we also got the Oculus Quest and Rift as releases, and then yesterday in 2020 with the event date announcement, Facebook also announced that Oculus Connect will now be called Facebook Connect moving forward, and a new name for Facebook's AR and VR team is introduced, Facebook Reality Labs. So with this, I want to say that I guess this was expected already, we just didn't know when it would happen. Facebook has been taking over Oculus for a while. Apparently, they believe in VR so much that they want full control over it. Is that truly a bad thing though? I have mixed feelings about this. Parmo Lucky has said this: selling Oculus to Facebook was the best thing that ever happened to the VR industry, even if it wasn't super great for me. And I get where he comes from, as if it wasn't for Facebook investing into the VR industry, I honestly do not think we would have come this far. They've done a lot in the hardware department as well as content wise. The Oculus Quest is one of the best consumer headsets out there, as it's affordable and gives a great experience, but that's not what is causing the controversy mostly. Having Facebook take over comes with trade-offs, things that concern people. First, on Facebook, you need to provide your real name. If they think you are using a fake name, you have to send in an ID or your profile gets blocked. If this happens and you bought Oculus games and apps, you may lose those, which is not cool, of course. Facebook has said in their blog post that you will be allowed to use a separate VR profile and that you can set the privacy option so that your Oculus friends can't see your real name. So if you can hide your real name, then does it really matter if you have to connect a Facebook account? Before I share my opinion on this, let's talk about a second concern first, which is a bigger concern as it's about Facebook's data privacy stuff of these past years, where third-party advertising companies exploited Facebook profiles. I think a lot of people who are angry about this are scared that this may happen to their Oculus VR data. Again, I have mixed feelings about all this. I mean, I understand these privacy concerns, but I may have a bit of an unpopular opinion here, so bear with me 1 second. In my opinion, the concerns are rightful, but to a certain extent. If you are only worried about being tracked by Facebook because you have to give your real life name, I think you should wonder if that's justified, because everything you do online can be tracked and can be traced back to you if they really want to. If you use a smartphone, for example, or even if you search something on Google, or if you surf on any website, your data is stored somewhere. I used to work as a web developer at the Dutch National Police, and I had to deal a lot with security and privacy stuff, so I know how easy it is to get the data. Fortunately, data protection and privacy are now regulated. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I'd rather have a company like Facebook, who is always in the crosshairs and is a regulated company, to maybe have my data instead of an unknown, unregulated company. Please don't get me wrong though, because this is different from the concern that third-party companies might be able to exploit your data. That's just unethical to me, but as far as I know, it's not Facebook that's doing that, but third parties exploiting the system. So again, I am not saying to put your data everywhere on Facebook. You should still be concerned and aware of everything that you put online, and I do think you should limit doing that as much as possible. Unfortunately, I cannot tell you what Facebook will do with our data eventually. I hope it's not going to be something like the TV series Upload, where the virtual reality experience was full of obnoxious advertisements. I recommend watching that TV show if you haven't yet. It's super funny. But I do think there are ways for us to keep the data collection at a minimum and take back control a little. For example, using a Facebook account that has the bare minimum of the personal information that you have to fill out, and simply by staying aware of where you fill out your data. Also, I'm really not saying this to defend Facebook. There is stuff I disagree with too, like not having the option to use a separate account and their decision to make a closed off ecosystem. I really wish they didn't, but I just hope to provide some perspective with this info so that you can decide for yourself if you want to keep on using Oculus devices. I can imagine you might be bothered by this a lot, and then I guess the only option for you is just not to get an Oculus headset and go for a different brand instead. If you do decide to stay with Oculus, and we are going to do that, let us find ways to keep private as much as possible, and in the future, if you guys are interested in it, I will try to figure these kind of stuff out and make a tips and tricks video. So if you disagree with my opinion, that's okay. Please do let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts, whether you agree or disagree, as I can learn from that always. But let's stay respectful to everyone's opinion. And now, let's move on to Facebook Connect, something a bit less dark and a bit more exciting. Let's talk about how to attend and what to expect. First of all, attending this year is free for all, as the event will be held virtually on September 16. You can watch the keynote and sessions on the Facebook Reality Labs page. I'll put a link in the description below. Everything will probably be held in American Pacific time, so if you are in Europe like us, be prepared to attend everything in the evening or even at night maybe. More info on times will be posted later on the Oculus Twitter page or the Facebook page. During this event, if it's anything like previous Oculus Connects, we'll probably get 2 keynotes. The first keynote may include Mark Zuckerberg and other team leaders of the company with general VR updates. The good news is that we will also get John Carmack's famous keynote speeches, even though he left the company, which I absolutely recommend to watch, as he always gives so much insight and great thoughts about the VR industry. Now, the following are more rumors and my predictions, so not confirmed, but I think we can expect more news on the rumored new Quest headset, as the date was kind of leaked already, although that was 1 day earlier, but it's close. I also think we will get more information on what else Facebook is working on in the VR hardware and software department. Mainly, I think we'll see more social VR features and hopefully more info on Facebook Horizon gameplay, as the beta has started already, if I'm correct. Besides this, we'll probably also hear more about what the Facebook Reality Labs team is up to, with research updates on things like lifelike avatars or the half-dome prototypes. Even though the news of Facebook taking over might kind of overshadow some of these things, I still think this will be an exciting day to look out for, and I recommend not to miss it if you are interested in these kinds of things. I am curious though if you are still excited about any new announcements that they may bring out. Or are you going to sell all your Oculus headsets and use a different brand? Let us know your opinions. I would love to learn about it. But again, please be respectful to others who may have a different view, and let's have a friendly discussion. And if you want to talk more with us about all of this, then come to our live stream. That's every Friday. We can hang out and talk more about the stuff that's been going on. And so I hope to see you there and in the next video as well. A special thanks goes to all our patrons, YouTube sponsors, or dear champions. And as always, VR on.